Hi folks, and welcome back to Math with Captain Rod. I'm making this video here to demonstrate examples of dividing with complex numbers. So we're going to look at these 5 examples starting with this one. So this 2 divided by 3i. So these are done with a process similar to rationalizing the denominators of fractions. You know, when you had like radicals and square roots and things at the bottom. What we can do is we can take this, right, and if we multiply this by I, it would become a -1. And as long as we do the top, there's no issues. So what we'll do is we'll just multiply this by I over I. In the top we have 2i, and in the bottom, remember that I squared, this right here is equal to -1 times 3. And that's basically done. The minus sign you can put anywhere you want. I'm just going to leave it in the bottom, but you can put it out in front or with the 2, doesn't matter. Alright, so this animal right here, what we'll do is we're going to use kind of a similar process here. Actually make myself a little more room here. However, multiplying by just I will not cut it, because this product would be -1, but this product is 4i. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to multiply by this thing's conjugate. You get the conjugate of a complex number just by changing the plus to a minus, or if it were a minus, you would change it to a plus. And you'll see why this works here in a moment once we do the multiplication. All right, so in the top, we're going to get 20 minus 5i. In the bottom, this has to be FOILed, so the first product here is 16. Right. Outer product here is going to be minus 4i. Inner product is plus 4i. Last product is minus I squared. Alright, so top is just 20 minus 5i. We'll leave that alone. In the bottom, you'll notice, though, that this minus 4i and this plus 5i, they're going to add to 0. This will always happen as long as you multiply the bottom by the conjugate. In this case, it was 4 minus i. In this example, it's going to be 4 minus i again. In this example, it's going to be 8 plus 2i. In this example, it's going to be 2 plus I. As long as you multiply by the complex conjugate, you'll end up with a real bottom. All right, so these add to 0, and 16 minus I squared is 17. Because remember, I squared is -1, so this term right here, including that minus, is +1. All right, we'll do the same process here. We're going to multiply it by 4 minus I over 4 minus I. Again, I really should have parentheses around all this stuff. Right? So in the top, let's see, we get 4 minus I minus 16i, and this term is going to be plus 4i squared. That's effectively going to give us -4. Let me just double check that. Posit plus 4i squared. Yep, -4. All right, in the bottom, first term is 16. And I'm going to save myself some writing here. Outer term is minus 4i. Inner term is plus 4i. They're going to add to 0. And then minus I squared. All right. Simplifying the top, 4 minus 4 is 0, and -i minus 16i is -17i over. Now, this is -1, so when we include the minus sign, that becomes +1, so that's going to be over 17. Well, this one simplifies to just minus I. That's a very pleasing answer. All right, bottom left, same thing goes. We're going to multiply this. Well, first, I'm going to shorten that fraction bar up some. Got a little carried away there. All right, first we're going to multiply this by 8 plus 2i over 8 plus 2i. And really, these should have parentheses. All right, top, 16i plus 4i squared. Bottom, 16. And again, the outer is 16i, and the inner is minus 16i. They're going to add to 0. And that's why we did that. And then minus 4i squared. Simplifying, let's see. Top of that thing is just 16i minus 4. bottom is, let's see, 16, and this is negative 1, so this is 16 plus 4, 20. And I'm just going to leave it just like that. We could simplify this into separate fractions, but I'm just going to leave it alone. And I'm going to go ahead and just leave this one now for an exercise to the observer here. So what you want to do with that is multiply it by 2 plus I over 2 plus I. Don't forget to put parentheses around everything. Enjoy, and I hope this video helped you with what we're doing, dividing complex numbers. Have a great day.